Okay, you guys. Can I just say the energy feels mighty like it's like it's dancing between light and heavy, light and dark. Also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm breaking out on my forehead. And I just heard the word conviction. Like, there's something going on in the fucking planets. Well, obviously it's retrograde, but also I feel like there's something in alignment to like I'm gonna say there's something in alignment to like your planets that's significant at this time, because I feel like everything is starting to slowly but surely align to that. It's like it's been a long time coming, but now something's happening that's gonna prove to you that you've always been prepared for this. I just got a text about something for a job, and I feel like a lot of you guys, this is like calling myself out to, or working at a place that you don't even feel comfortable doing. You see, as I yawned and I looked at that notification, and I noticed it in because I know it's like something that you're tired of, something that you've been doing that you're tired of, and you've been doing it repeatedly. But I feel like Spirit's calling you not to do it anymore. How far can you step out on that faith? And I feel like the farther that you allow yourself to fall, the bigger the blessings that come in, because you're allowing Spirit to fully catch you. Confirmation verb. And the words easy and simple have been coming up so much recently, and it's 222 as I said that. Like, your life is not meant to be complicated. Don't overcomplicate it. You know you're not meant to be somewhere. You know you want to go somewhere. It is simple as that. And it's going to happen simply. It's going to happen simply. And there was something in me that wanted to say simply because and try and find a reason for it. But sometimes there doesn't have to be a reason. Sometimes it's just that simple. And I feel like it could be like that all the time, but we're so taught to, like, we were literally taught in school to find reasonings, to find the whys, to look deeper. And I feel like that, in a way, disconnected us from what Spirit really is, because yes, Spirit can be so deep and intimate and complex. But it's only that because we've been taught to irrationalize it. I have something in my eyeball. I want you to go back to a time where you believed in magic, where you believed that anything was possible. When was the last time that you felt like that? And if you haven't, feel like it right now. In this moment, anything and everything is possible. And all you have to do is say a little prayer. All you have to do is say a little, I want it. All you have to do is to feel that you want it. All you have to do is see it in your mind's eye. Feel it. And you would have it for this moment. I didn't realize my face was so close to the camera. Hey, y'all. Anyway, I feel like it was going to be a little short message. I do want to post some cards, so I'm probably going to pull a few and then get more into this. I feel like it's just going to be like confirmations of what this already is. So, I'll see y'all in a second. Alright, you guys. Awkward positioning, I know. Freaking. But hey. Okay. We're gonna ground our energy. I'm gonna be right back. We're just gonna cleanse the space in there. This is so hard to learn. Well, it's not hard to learn. It just requires patience. And that's one more one as I look down. I'm gonna cleanse the space of any ill will, negativity, disdain, dis-ease, discomfort, discontent, spirit. We open ourselves up to blessings, the abundance, and love to the good of all behind the blood that you wish and apply for us to receive. We open our hearts to Spirit, the Most High and Divine. We listen to our soul, which is connected to the one, which is you, to the good of all behind the blood. We also have to cleanse this space because, like, when I tell you guys, the energy's been a little heavy. The energy has been very heavy. And no, you have not been tripping if you felt like it was. It's like early morning. I just heard somebody say hello. What else we hear in spirit? Please connect me with some better channel because allow me to hear you, see you, and feel you for all it is that this collective needs to hear. I just heard an open channel. And now I'm hearing the song Come As You Are by Nirvana. And Rush by Mutt by Leon Thomas. I think that's his name. Leon Thomas III or something like that. And now I'm seeing the cover for the song Ballin'. I put the new 4G's on the Jeep. I drop it to the bloody bottom that's underneath. Cause all my nigga got it out the streets. I get all the rest inside my dreams. I remember hitting the bub with the whole team. Now nigga can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up taking X and I wanted. I was broke, now I'm rich, these niggas salty. Okay, Spirit, what is this? See, but I like the fact that it goes out on its own. Like, I do. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke down, rich, steaming, salty. Alright. Whatever that's supposed to mean for you. I feel like I should put on something. I don't know. Head coverings can be significant. Hold on. And then I just heard protect your crown. So crown protection can be significant. I'm gonna go put on something. Pause and then we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm back, and the song that was playing was like, are you ready? Are you ready? And I was getting this like kind of darker energy when I was talking about it, and when I was like channeling it, and I was asking it myself, but like my spirit, is this for us? And then it was like, no, but there are people that want you to think it is, because I feel like there are people that are making deals intentionally or unintentionally with a darker energy or intention in mind, and they don't realize that it's going to come full circle to them. So anybody that was wishing ill will on you, or negativity or disdain, discontent, dis-ease, all in which we've just cleansed, because of the fact that you were feeling happy or they saw you feeling achieved, it's like gonna be a full circle moment. And I feel like I'm gonna ask, my spirit's bringing up this for this collective. We're gonna get it twisted. That's it, Spirit said they want you to get it twisted. Alright, Spirit. I'm gonna pull from my mystical mind tarot. It's like edited, so there's words on the back of it. Oh, I'm showing you guys. It says release. release. So a release ritual could be significant, or maybe you're releasing something, or you're moving on from something or someplace. Exactly. There was something you were sitting in this Ten of Swords energy, and it feels heavy. I feel like these harsh truths, these knives in your back, it was like coming from people that were looking at you in your face, waiting for somebody to put a knife in your back. I feel like, and now the imagery that I'm getting, it's kind of twisted. It's like there's two people talking, and as you're talking to them, and they're talking to you, there's like a darker spirit or entity or energy, whatever you wanted to call it. And I looked down, and it's 222, that wanted you only looking forward on what they were talking about, because they were stabbing knives in your back. I don't even know if I can say that. They were putting knives in your back. And they were wanting you to carry all the burdens and wounds of their harsh truths. So maybe those projections, they wanted you to take on their projections as your own. And that's why you've been feeling so heavy and so burdened, because their projections, they were weighing on you because you hadn't realized that they weren't yours to bear. It's like you were in this energy of juggling, well, this isn't how I feel, this isn't what I want to believe, but this is what they believe, so maybe I have to believe it too. And the Lover's card, there's something about matching energy, but also in this sense, I'm getting choices. The Lover's card is about making choices in the matter of your heart. I feel like they wanted their projections to be so loud that you couldn't hear yours, your heart. But guess what? We got the Empress, and we got the Ten of Pentacles, and wanted to come out in reverse, but we're not taking it. We're not taking that. As we're talking about this stone energy, it wouldn't come out in reverse, talking about some leaving your stuff behind. I put it up here, reverse. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it as reverse. You came out as this Empress, and this Ten of Pentacles followed, because I feel like the projection was for you not to see that you're this Empress, and for you to be in the energy of lack or feeling like you had nothing. I just heard penniless, strip you dry. Somebody wanted to, and now, oh my gosh, going back to the deals in which they were making, somebody wanted to strip you of the throne. But guess what? All's well that ends well. And guess what? The Star card, that's you. Your wish fulfillment is coming in. Their wish fulfillment is not. Because their wish fulfillment wasn't for them. It was for it wasn't, their wish fulfillment wasn't for them to be happy. It was for them to be happy because you weren't. Is that correct, Spirit? Confirmation. The Five of Pentacles. They wanted you to be down and out. But guess what? What is Spirit saying? What is Spirit saying? What are you saying, Spirit? Okay, so I'm gonna breathe. I just got like 13 notifications at one time, and one of them was like Brittany the Cosmic Wifey, or your Cosmic Wifey. Oh my gosh, she posted. See, and now all these distractions want to come in while I'm talking about you getting your wish fulfillment. Baby, you're getting it, even if you're not looking at it, even if you're not paying too close attention to it. That is exactly what is going to sneak up on you. Wish fulfillment. See, maybe you haven't. See, okay, with this Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like maybe you weren't once in this energy. See, it's like I'm seeing a mixed energy, because you were taking on these projections. So maybe you were feeling like you were less than the Empress. Maybe you were feeling like you couldn't make decisions, or that your decisions were tied to theirs, to these energies that didn't want you to know that you could make your own. These energies that want you in lack, but Spirit is pulling you out of it, and because you pulled yourself out of that. or in this message, Spirit is calling you to notice that hold on, because everything just blanked. I feel like Spirit is saying you can start on a blank page. You don't have to go you don't have to move based on the projections of the past or on these people's decisions. Oh my goodness, hold on, I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, getting back into this motherfucking message. Okay. This energy feels mixed, is what I was saying. Because there was an energy that wanted you in lack and in fear and in feeling like you could no longer bear whatever this was, but you had to get to the point where you felt like you can no longer bear this in order to pull yourself out of it. I feel like Spirit was guiding you along the way, but the choices that you made up to this point are why this wish fulfillment is coming in. And don't feel indebted to anybody. Don't feel indebted to anybody. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them competition. You don't owe them anything. When these wish fulfillments come in, I feel like it's significant me saying you don't owe them anything, because on this Five of Pentacles, everything in which they wished upon you is going to be reversed back to them. So while you're in this Lovers, this Empress, this Nine of Cups energy, 1-1, they're going to be in this Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in reverse energy. And it says swiftly at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like with this Page of Swords coming out, it's like you don't really know. You don't really know how it's going to happen. But your spirit guides do. Your spirit guides are working swiftly in the background to get you towards this union or connection that you feel like you deserve, the union and connection cards. And I feel like this is not only just connection to person, it's a connection to spirit itself. You just have to, ask. You literally got consent and angels. I feel like your spirit guides are asking if you give consent. Do you approve of you living in the most luxurious form of your life while other people may not be living it with you? Are you willing to take that step towards you, regardless of the people that are holding on tightly? Are you going to sink or swim? Are you going to allow them to drag you down, or are you going to pick yourself back up? Because they have their own floaties. They're just holding on to you for security. I'll say that again. They had their own floaties. They were just hanging on to you for security. And then we got the Three of Wands, the travel card. Laugh. I feel like Spirit's moving you towards a time where it's going to be extremely prominent, like your joy and capability to experience that, because I feel like maybe you haven't been able to. There's this energy exactly of lack, of scarcity. And these swords in the heart, it's like mind games, it's like tricks, it's like projections that you had been living through or living in or living by because you didn't want to step on anybody else's toes. But guess what? You wouldn't be stepping on people's toes if they weren't in your way. And I want to clarify, the imagery that I'm seeing is you on a path, you on your path, and they're on their own, but they cross over to your path because they see how beautiful. I'm seeing like, you're looking at the rainbows, you're looking at the birds, you're looking at the animals, you're looking at your spirit guides, like through the 3D, like you just see beauty in everything. And then there's somebody that doesn't see beauty in anything. They just see the harm, they just see the hate, they just see the fake, right? And what you see is the real. And so they walk over to your path, trying to get you to walk off of it. And now I'm seeing something twisted. It's like you guys crossing paths. It's where you see only that darkness and they see only that light. And I feel like it was like they were in the process of becoming you. And they wanted you to be in the process of becoming them. They were like feeding off of your energy and using it, trying to use it to brighten their own space, not realizing that the light that you have within you is what they have within themselves. They felt like they had to hold on to your light because they didn't know if they could get it anywhere else. You are a unique soul, but you know that everybody is. And that's what makes you unique. You see the beauty in everything, and that's what makes you beautiful. These people cannot see the beauty in anything. And that's not to discourage them. That's not to discredit them. That's not to make them feel like they're less than. You don't see them as less than. They see themselves as that. And only they can cross that path. Only they can start to see the beauty in themselves for themselves. You can't make them. But I feel like with you and in this projected energy, you living by this projected energy, I hope you get what I'm saying when I say this. It's like their projections were onto you and you were holding on to them. And for a minute there, you started living by their projections, by their rules, by what they wanted, because they wanted you to. So by you living in this energy, maybe you started to see things not as the blessings that they are, but I feel like you're coming back to yourself now. What else, man? King of Swords. Honoring your truth, your wisdom, your belief systems. Oh my goodness. And as I was talking about their projections versus your own truth. Their projections versus your predictions. They wanted to make your predictions seem like they were foolish and their projections seem like they were logic. Oh my God, this literally says manipulation tactics. As I was just saying, I cannot make this shit up. And then you got the Ace of Cups. I feel like Spirit's asking you not to take whatever it is they're offering. You were divinely guided. You were divinely guided. Literally, as I was saying, don't take what they're offering. Why not take what they're offering? Because they're going to disguise it as this beautiful cup. But what's truly inside of it might be something else. And I just heard might be a deity. Like I said in the beginning of this, I heard the song, Are You Ready? Are You Ready? From The Princess and the Frog. And I don't know if you know what that is, but he was, I don't remember his name specifically, but he was like a, I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so I looked it up, and he was a voodoo witch doctor whose ultimate goal was to become rich and wealthy and rule over the terrain of New Orleans. And to do that, he used Prince Naveen. He tried to make a deal. He made a deal. And he tried to use Prince Naveen to get that wealth and fortune. So you see what I'm saying? He's trying to cross their fates. And you had to agree to it in order for them to cross their fate. And for a minute there, you might have started. Maybe you did. Maybe you did agree to it. But it's like Spirit guided you out of it, and you didn't even realize that you were then, oh God. You didn't realize that you were in the belly of the beast, and Spirit guided you out of it. And you know that do you know how Dr. Facilier ended? His own karma caught up to him. Why? Because he couldn't fulfill the deal that he made. He didn't fulfill, and I want to say the devil, but like I feel like there's a lot of like the devil and God work hand in hand. Like they coexist with one another. And I feel like you're a person that knows that. And it's like you don't see one as lesser or more. You just see it as it is. And I feel like this person saw lesser as more and more as less. And I feel like it's like there's this sticky energy, this tricky energy that doesn't want you to figure it out. And it's like it doesn't want to be figured out. And as I'm trying to figure it out, it's like I feel like things are starting to make less sense. You are dealing with somebody that is genuinely good at manipulating. They're good at what they do. Like I said, Dr. Facilier was a witch doctor. He was a voodoo witch doctor, and it's somebody that he is something that he did consecutively. This is something that he's built a reputation over. People actually died over this. I don't know if I can say that. Spirit's pulling you out of this. Maybe that means taking all of your truths with you at the expense of losing someone or some things. But that sense of losing them, it's like you're losing a false sense of stability in order to gain your own. Going about something a certain way, a different way. Nine of Pentacles, you're calling your energy. Oh my God, hello? I suddenly started feeling like I have to throw up. Hello? And now my ears ringing. This reading, somebody does not want you to get this reading out. There was a reason why I started cleansing in the beginning. They don't want you to see the mess in which they're living in. You're gonna see it. You've already seen it. Spirit's already pulling you out of it. The King of Coins, Spirit is providing it. This truth, this answer, this desperation for you. The sense of clarity with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like you're no longer overthinking it. I feel like, and in the beginning I said that this had to be simple. This wanted you to make things more complicated, but it really is that simple. There was an energy that wanted you not to be where you wanted to be. They saw your path was gold and they wanted to walk on it themselves, which I go back to you stepping on their toes. You would never have stepped on their toes if they weren't meant to be on your path. You would have never stepped on their toes if they were meant to be on your path, but they weren't meant to be on your path, which is why you're stepping on them, because they're trying to interfere with your fate. And I feel like Spirit put a whole big block in that. And now I'm hearing the song Open Up the Floodgates of Heaven. Because this is what you're doing. You're walking away from this illusion of full cups. Even if they are full cups, you're like, no, I can't take these because something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right. And you're following that feeling. You're walking away. So you're walking towards your intuition. You're walking towards where Spirit is leading you. And I feel like, where are you leading me, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. Creation. The art of creation. Spirit is leading you to a path of creativity, to a path of, what's the word, Spirit? Spirit, cleanse out the energies that don't want me to get this message out. Spirit wants you to be in a sense of clarity. And that's what you're going to be in. Opportunity. Opportunity. Opportunistic. More about where they're going, Spirit. Making progress, and the Ace of Swords, and your truth, making progress. It's like you're finally stepping on your truth and not on the projections in which you were once living. And that's where Spirit, that's exactly where Spirit wants you. Honoring your truth. And not living by this logic-based reasoning that maybe somebody was once projecting onto you. Life can be simple. Life can be easy. And it can be as easy as you acknowledging what you want and knowing that it's coming in because you want it. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Literally at the back of the deck it says follow your first mind. And then the Queen of Swords. We got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. I feel like you might also, okay, we do have the Lovers and the Four of Wands out here, so union and unity could be significant. I feel like maybe there's something or somebody that Spirit guided to you in order to kind of like move you along to this Empress, this Nine of Pentacles energy. I heard Spirit sent you an Emperor to realize that you were an Empress. For you to realize that you're an Empress. Where is this message going, Spirit? I feel like I'm being led to draw some oracle cards. Hold on. I feel like this is one of those messages where it kind of goes all over the place, and then you get what you get and you leave what you don't. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. Explore. Look at that. What does that look like to you? Because me, it looks like a plane. A plane. A plane. A plane. What is this message? What is this message about for you? You got solitude and soulmate. As I was talking about you having that divine counterpart coming in order for you to like, there's something about this, having this divine counterpart that, like, I don't want to say pulls you out, but I'm seeing the imagery of literally somebody pulling you out of where you may have been stuck. I feel like Spirit said, like, this has been a whole period point plan process type. You know, I was talking about earlier that Spirit and the devil, like, Spirit is Spirit. Like, that's God and the devil, right? If you want to separate the energy. But, like, Spirit's been looking and watching these people make those strategic plans while also like allowing it to happen. That way when karma strikes, it's not for no reason. Like the karma has to build in order for it to hit. And I don't know why it's so heavy on these people. I feel like it's because they've been heavy in your energy, and there was a time where you were once living by them, so much so that you lost sight of who you were. Which is, I feel like, why this solitude card came out, because you're meant to be. You had to get to a place where you lost yourself in order to find yourself again. And I feel like going back, the Princess and the Frog could be significant. Prince Naveen was left alone. Like, his family had cut him off. He wanted to be a musician. His family didn't want to be that. And then Tiana, in a way, she was left alone too. She wasn't alone because she had her best friend and her mother, but there was a sense of like feeling alone. Like, I'm getting called to the imagery right before she turned into the frog. Like, her in that blue dress, she was like, she looked so beautiful, but she didn't feel it. There was something in her soul that felt like it was unfinished. That felt like it was just not right. Like, it felt like it was, what did it feel like it was, sweet? It felt like it was divine timing, looking at it. Because both of them were at a point in their lives where they had lost something. And then they connected. And then they found themselves in one another, which led them to finding themselves. Like, it's like that. So that could be significant. That storyline could be significant. But I feel like that was like your karmic justice or karmic retribution. Your karmic justice, karmic retribution, was overcoming what these people may have broadcasted onto you and what you may have broadcasted onto yourself. I feel like Spirit's telling you not to give up because you're so close. And also, like, you've taken your energy back from these energies that wanted you on their paths. And it's like, I'm seeing the imagery of everything being undone. And because you have, like, taken yourself back, okay, because you've called your energy back, they can no longer attach to yours. And I feel like your spirit guides, your archangels, your ancestors have been working overtime. The words that I got, the word of the day that I got was the meaning was like soldiers. And that was what I was getting for your spirit guides. And then I got, are you ready? And then I was hearing like, they played in your face while spirit was playing behind you. But the playing that spirit was doing wasn't necessarily a play. It was like making plays. It was like strategically clocking every single thing. And I feel like this energy wants you to be in a disbelief, like they've won, like there's no way out for you, like everything is going to fail. But I feel like spirit is here to tell you, you are not failing. And even if it seemed like it was, the tower had to fall before it could come back up, before it could be rebuilt, because that tower was built on a lack foundation, and spirit wants you to be built on a wealthy one. And wealthy is in physically, wealthy in health, wealthy in finances, wealthy in emotional fulfillment. And where you were at and where these energies were taking you was the lack thereof that. The Ace of Pentacles. ear is itching. I'm gonna have to leave this one here. I feel like there's definitely going to be more. But yeah, as I'm saying that, it says use time wisely, preserve. And I feel like the reason why it's getting like sticky, the reason why it's getting exactly is because there are energies, as I'm tapping into you, there are other energies that are watching this to try and get ahead of you. So I'm not gonna say anymore. I will say, Spirit said, get ready. Get ready. All this planning that you've been doing, all this inner work, all this mindset shifting, all of this growth that you have been undergoing, it is not for no reason. All these times where you may have felt down and out while the other people around you look like they were just shooting up, where they were just going on full gas when you had no way of getting through. Spirit was building your character. Spirit was building your truth. Spirit was building your beliefs. Spirit was taking those knives out of your back and allowing you to see them. Spirit was using those knives in your back as a way to get through to you. And now? What's now, Spirit? This is you. This is you. This is you. Weren't we just talking about wealth? And no, I wasn't just saying that in the sense of finances, but you're going to have the resources in order to give to people that want to, and not to the people that don't. And you had to get to an energy where you saw through the people that only wanted you for yours. So that way, when these people come in, you know who to give this energy to. You know who to give these opportunities to. And the Death card. I'm hearing it all starts now. It all starts now. It's all changing. It's all changing. Spirit wants you to not back down. Don't back down because you feel like you're stupid. Because that's dishonoring all the truths in which they've been giving you. The Fool card and the Death card with the Page of Coins. Though you may not know it all, though you may that seed that's been planted inside you may look like it's only an imagination. But going back to the Princess and the Frog, that dream of her restaurant, it was only imagination, and she felt like she had to work hard for it. And when she worked hard for it, she lost it. She lost her money, and she lost the dream that she had. But you know what she gained? An experience that led to her an experience that led to her learning that she never needed the money to begin with to be rich and experience. Yes. Okay, guys. The Two of Cups. That would have to be a whole nother reading. That would have to be a whole nother message. Coming back full circle, all's well that ends well, and we're gonna end this message here. I hope you got something from it. Oh, and now it's saying keep going. Don't stop believing. Keep going. Those manifestations that you've been feeling, those feelings that you have been feeling, that momentum that you feel like is picking up, keep believing in that. Keep visualizing that. Keep seeing it. Keep knowing it. Because all the harsome, that's like combining harsh and harm together. All of the I'll put it like this. Put it simply and fast and swiftly, Spirit. All the harm and triumphs in which you've been held were the shooting ground for you to blast off. And I'm getting the imagery of an elastic band, a slingshot. It's like you were held back, you were held back, you were held back. They was holding you back, they was holding you back. They was like, yeah, she's down now. Yeah, she needs us. Yeah, we need them. Yeah, she needs us. Yeah, we're going to use them. Why am I saying she? They, he, they need us. Yeah, they need us. Pulling them back to open it. Once you realize that they needed you and you never needed them. And that's the message. There were several messages in this, and I hope that you got something out of it. But a spirit is making an example out of you. Not to fuck with God's children. The Magician. And then it says Shadowborn, because you are somebody that did not only does the darkness love you because you love it, but the light loves you because you love it, and you don't see them as competitive. You could have an accent, but you don't see them as like more or less than. You see them as equals, and that is why they'll treat you as such, and you will be rewarded for such. Okay, that's the message. Closing it out.